Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Trey Lance and the San Francisco 49ers.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Lance going to put it up right away. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just 1 snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Again, McFarland. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did. And
trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Play action. Now Jackson steps away. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time. And
he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. And he's been throwing the ball up for grabs here early on. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. He'll try and rein things in a bit here as he starts again on first down. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Down to about the 45. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Lance. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Here's Lance. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
High throw, but the catch is made. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The numbers for Andrews last week: 3 catches, 51 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
On first down, McFarland. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The Ravens at 8-3 now. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. McFarland is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Edwards will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now Lance. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Again, it's Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Play action. Now it's Lance. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. David Ojabo running in to take him down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. And Lance now to throw. Being chased out left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And Lance again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Lance looks to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. Prater's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. McFarland once more. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Well, now they'll try the end around. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Play action. It's Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing again on second down. Lance, that's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first. Here's Lance to throw it. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Now Lance again. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing is Lance on third down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Lance looking to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out as confidently as they've been playing.
I expect him to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And Lance going to throw.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson now. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On second down, McFarland.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets in the first.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On the give, this is McFarland. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. Straight ahead running. Here's McFarland. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nick Bosa able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Jackson. Caught on a slant. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Lance. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 38, Lance. That's Samuel, caught left side. Down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. On the move to his left.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lance. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Lance now on first down.
Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
This game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points.
Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point good by Prater, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw again on second down. Lance. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians